Hey guys, it's Shane here. I'm gonna show you how to take apart the Goliath and loctite the screw to the safety switch. So some of you might find your knife like this with the switch just kind of fell off. I think it's because the factory, the one of the worker, I don't know, just randomly loctite, some didn't. So now the safety switch is on, so you can't press the button to 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 push it back. You can just use like a screwdriver of some sort, just kind of bring it back. So now the switch is off. So the only thing that's holding the screw in place is the blade. So once you open the blade, the screw is gonna fall off. So just be aware of that. You don't want to lose the screw. So it helps you just do it slowly, and you can see now the screw has fallen out. So to open the Goliath, you want to make sure the blade is not in tension. So now the blade is not in tension. It's all the way out. We're gonna open up this pivot and then the 3 body screws here. So you might need 2 T8, one to hold the back pivot screw and one to unscrew the front. So I'm just hold the back screw here, and so the pivot is Loctite. Because the pivot is Loctite, you might have some difficulty. I'm having some difficulty, but after some really just working it, I got loose. You can see the amount of Loctite that was on this pivot. So now we're gonna undo the three body screws. So just this one, this one, this one. All right, so we're gonna let this just tap the screws to come out. So we got all 3 to come out. So now we'll flip it back on the show side. You can see you can just kind of lift the handle up and make sure you just kind of keep the button and then the spring aside. So now we can screw the safety switch back on. So I'm just gonna flip over the switch, lay it just like that, and I'm gonna put a little bit of Loctite on the screw. So you don't need a lot. A little bit goes a long way. Oh, that's too much. So that's too much. So I'm just gonna wipe it with a paper towel a little bit. So yeah, just a little bit. Just drying my finger. Line up the switch, and then so if you do it too tight, the switch is not going to move. So you kind of want to back it out a little bit, and then just enough that the switch can move. And I think this is where the factory messed up, where perhaps the worker is a little bit inexperienced. He backed it up too much or backed it up a little bit and then didn't Loctite it. So that's why it's kind of so many of the safety switch fell off. So to assemble this knife is really simple. You just put the button back on, just kind of let it stand like this, and then just thread the handle over, You can use a screwdriver to guide the button. And then once all lined up, I'm gonna do the body screw first, just because I plan to put Loctite onto the pivot screw. So I'm just gonna put the handle, the body screws back in. It just holds the knife there. And then now I'm just gonna use a little bit of the Loctite. That's plenty, too much. And then just put it back in. Where's my T8? So the back side is moving a little bit. Where is my? So I'm just gonna hold it in place while I screw the screw back in. So this is just like a folding knife. If you do the pivot screw too tight, then the blade's not gonna move. So I didn't do it too tight. In fact, it's not tight enough. So I like to do it all the way, just so then back it up a little bit. All right, so let's try it again. So now you can see that the blade it's really stuck now because I did the pivot screw too tight. So you just want to, again, you want to make sure it's not in tension. Back out the screw just a little bit. The next version, I'm gonna make sure we just have one pivot screw. So now I backed it out a little bit. So you want to make sure, just like your folders, you want to make sure the blade is center. There is no, ow, I kind of cut myself a little bit there. You want to make sure there's no movement, and then just leave it overnight to let it dry, and that's it. Please email me if you have any questions. If you don't feel comfortable doing it, please don't email me, and then we'll work something out. Thank you.